Watch out, this could be a Marmite programme today. Oh, and spoiler alert, I love it. And you may well get the chance to win it. Hello and welcome to AAR On Air. This week is a look at the VA edition, Epic 2. And at this point, I will tell you how much I really don't like Marmite. But I could get quite giddy about this week's rifle. For those of you who are not aware, Epic will be competing in this year's Extreme Bench Rest Shooting Championship, held in Phoenix, Arizona, out in Murica. And it takes place in the fall. That's autumn to the residents on this side of the pond. It is quite possibly the place to go in the world of airgun target excellence and competitions. Now this year Epic are getting involved and will have a few of their guns competing out there, including the first place Winter X winner Francisco from Team Wolfiek, to name just one of the 4 competitions he's already won with his Epic 2. To celebrate this and Vector Air's 4th anniversary, I have managed to get hold of a 550mm sub 12 foot-pound Epic 2 that is dressed out in Vector Air's colours. This has been in the pipeline since September last year and has finally come to fruition. The first thing to highlight here is just how modular the Epic 2 is. This one is fitted with the adjustable bag rider, the rear monopod, Epic silencer and muzzle brake. This being the carbon bottle version, it also comes with the extended Arca Swiss rail cage 2. This little lot is by no means the total of the modular range, but gives you an idea of just how much you can individually personalise these superb quality rifles. Let's just do a quick walk around, shall we, starting from the front. As we've already established, this has the 550mm barrel, which is a CZ barrel and is unchoked, meaning this is easily capable of shooting slugs, which used to be just for the FAC shooters, but manufacturers are now producing lighter weight slugs that can easily be used in sub 12 guns, which gives you the option to use either pellets or slugs. The end of the barrel is fitted with a dual adapter that will unscrew to allow you to fit either the muzzle brake, which is in this amazing contrasting orange colour, or you can fit the Epic silencer, which is a non-standard thread and is also in the Cerakoted Vector Air Orange. The adapter will also allow you to unscrew just part and fit a standard 1/2-inch UNF thread silencer of your choice. The shroud over the barrel is carbon fibre, and I don't mean a carbon fibre wrap. It is made of carbon fibre. Whilst we're talking about carbon fibre, this has a 580cc carbon bottle on the front, which is in more of a matte finish to blend nicely with the rest of the rifle. This is then nicely protected by the cage, also in VA orange, and carries the Arca Swiss rail for use on quality tripods, etc. Not only that, but it carries a Picatinny rail on the underside, should you prefer to use that type of rail. Naturally, these are regulated, and the gauge for the regulator is on the underside, again protected by that cage. The orange lines flow through the full length of this and into the match grade trigger blade. It must be said that the Cerakote finish is excellent. The grip is AR style and it's also interchangeable if you wish. The top rail is Weaver Picatinny to take a scope of your choice. This is split for the magazine loading port, and a magazine on this 177 caliber sub 12 foot-pound carries 13 rounds of your preferred ammunition. There is one magazine in the box. I say box, I should say hard case, which is also very high quality. The filler probe is also in there. The safety is very military style and is on the right hand side. One of the real party tricks with this too is that folding stock, which really reduces the overall length if you need it to fit into some other bag, should you wish. One point to make here is there is zero flex in this, whether it's folded or locked into place. This is absolutely top drawer. The rear is multi-adjustable with cheek riser, butt pad up and down and in and out. This one is fitted, as I say, with the adjustable bag rider and the rear monopod. I've said it before that tactical style rifles are not normally my thing, but this VA orange finish has transformed this for me, and I really love the design. And I love the Vector Air inspired corporate colours of black and orange. Let's get this over the chronograph, shall we, to see what the power level is like. Using pretty standard 8.44 grain pellets, it saw 786 feet per second, which is 11.58 foot-pounds, or 15.7 joules. Time to drop some heavier 10.34 grain in. With this, it saw 719 feet per second, which is 11.87 foot-pounds, or 16.1 joules. No surprise with these figures at all. These are set just right for the UK market. They are, of course, capable of much more in FAC format and can pretty much be set to your individual requirements. Well, let's get this out on the range and see how it performs. I have fitted a gorgeous 6-24 first focal plane Continental scope. I really feel a gun of this quality needs a high quality scope to add to the overall experience. As always, 40 metres. Ooh, here we go. The Epic 2. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry, without a shadow of a doubt, I absolutely adore it. I am going to be biased. I just think it is a work of art. I think it's something fantastic. So we're out here on the range, 40 metres. It is a windy day, but it goes very, very calm and then suddenly blusters. So that's going to affect it a little bit. But hey, the EBR in Phoenix, Arizona isn't indoors. It's probably much nicer than our weather, but that doesn't matter. It's a beautiful day today. I have gone through and zeroed it approximately. It's the grouping that I'm interested in, because it's very easy to just then get it absolutely bang on if that's what we're doing, but that's not the point. And I have been trying various pellets, slugs, etc. Ironically enough, it seems to have settled on JSBs, which are the standard 8.44s. It did quite like the H&Ns, but it seems to prefer the JSBs. So here we go. I'm just watching because it looks like studio door's going to blow itself off the hinges. Could do with it being a little bit calmer before we start. 6-24 by 56 Continental scope fitted. I have got it rested on the Epic tripod, which is fabulous, and the rail on the underside does take Arca Swiss as well as standard Weaver Picatinny, so you've got choices. All of this has hints, lots of it is adjustable. I haven't spent hours and hours adjusting because it's not mine, it's not a keeper for me, I'm very sad to say. But yeah, watch till the end of the video, for goodness sake, watch to the end of the video. So we're going to give it a go. 13 round magazine in this. Come on, just calm down a bit. I have shot it and it was basically the whole lot were all just touching out at 40 metres. Now I'm going to try and do it on camera, of course. Well, now we've got to see if I can do it again and in conditions like this. But we will do our very best with this absolutely beautiful gun. Yeah. can really feel the wind actually pushing me. Wind had stopped, it comes left. When the wind comes in, it'll shoot slightly right. There we go again. Right, that's it. 13 rounds. Let's go and get it and have a look, shall we? Now, many of you will think, well, it's not that windy, is it? You know, you can't hear it on his microphone. I've got what's called a dead mouse on here. The dead cat is the bigger one, but it's a dead mouse. So you can't really hear it. But as we've gone through that, just occasionally, I've used this microphone, which doesn't have one on. So then you get a feel for how much wind there is out here. Anyway, that said, look at that. It's coming again. Yeah, that said, that's the results. All 13 through that. A 5p piece would cover the whole lot. I think a 5p piece is a little bit smaller than a dime. So 1 cent, I don't know. It's a few years since I've been to America. Hopefully we're going again soon, but anyway, it's a few years. There we go. 13 rounds, same hole. I am really, really very pleased with that. An EBR shooter, I am not. An EBR shooter should hopefully do a lot better with that. They have the tool for the job. Now, an EBR shooter shoots out at about 35 to 45 foot-pounds of energy if they're shooting in a 2.2. A lot of them go for 2.5, in which case they can shoot much more, but it's obviously a flatter trajectory, not as affected by wind as a 177 sub 12 is. So I think that is blooming good, really good. Do I like the gun? Oh, come on. It is something to behold, absolutely something to behold. All of these are professionally cerakoted, all the parts. There's no way that's ever going to come off. You can use the silencer instead of the muzzle brake. I just think the muzzle brake looks sexy, and it doesn't matter to me. I'm not hunting, so the noise doesn't bother me. A fabulous, fabulous piece of kit with as much quality as you could possibly expect from a gun. There are lots of companies out there who are doing this more military tactical design and claiming to be the first. Well, no, not really. The military were the first. And it's a love-hate thing. But when a gun this good is produced, I don't care whether it is a military style stock or what it is. That is an absolute pleasure to use. An absolute pleasure. Yeah, there we go. Absolutely fabulous. Back to the studio. Well, having shot these on several occasions before, I'm not at all surprised by those results. It is one of the nicest guns to shoot, and I've shot an awful lot of guns in my time, and this really feels so amazing. I would rather shoot this than most of the other highly reviewed and advertised rifles out there. It's worth reminding you that this is on the weighty side and is ideally suited to target work rather than carrying around all night pest controlling. That doesn't mean to say you couldn't. It perhaps just means it's too heavy for me in my old age. This gun is beautiful, and the only difference to the ones out in the competition, well, it's the power levels. The tunable barrels are exactly the same, and there have been no specific mods made to them. It's also worth mentioning that whilst these VA editions aren't a limited edition, they are in very, very short supply. and will, in this setup, cost you around £2,695 to £2,850 UK, which I realise is not in everyone's price range, but neither are Porsches or Ferraris, but plenty of people buy those. Well, this is where the good news comes in. You see, this particular one is up for grabs and in an up-and-coming competition and could be won for a fraction of that price. You really need to go over to the AAR On Air website and become a member to be able to enter. Clicking on the alarm notification bell will also make sure you get notification of when the competition video is released. Whilst you're there, you may as well hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and give us a thumbs up too, please. I would like to thank Vector Air for their help in this whole project and say what a fantastic job has been done by them. Epic themselves love the design and have given this their seal of approval. We wish Francisco and his team, and indeed all the Epic shooting competitors, all the very best of luck at Phoenix this year. But with one of these, they're halfway there. A big thank you to you guys for watching. Don't forget to go over to the AAR On Air website. That's it. Stay safe and shoot safe, and hopefully I'll see you all again next week. Bye for now. Oh, it's just gorgeous.